Hello, 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 and welcome to all my cancers. Thank you so much for joining Queen Amun Ra for your reading on today. This is for Tuesday, June 9th until next Tuesday. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And also, if I have any cross watchers, thank you for joining us and welcome. All right, let's get started with your reading. We have some planets in retrograde. We have Venus in retrograde, Jupiter in retrograde. We have Saturn in retrograde, and we also have Uranus in Taurus. And so during the times the planets are in retrograde, you're reviewing areas of love and money. You're reviewing all of your relationships. That could be your romantic relationships, your family relationships, and also a relationship with yourself, self-love. You are looking at how you approach challenges in your life. You're thinking about your ideals and visions in your life, your belief system. There's just a lot going on right now for a lot of people. But Venus will be in retrograde until the 25th of this month, until June 25th. So let's get started with your reading. Whoa, right off the beginning. Okay. All right, Cancer. Cancer. All righty. Look, Cancer. First card, death. Because you have put to death some relationships in your life, look, fruits of your labor. You have made a swift decision, Cancer, to put to bed some relationships in your life. This is the first time I'm pulling this card for any astrological signs this week, right? You made a swift decision to put some things to bed. You're not even waiting for Venus to be to go direct, because like I said, people are reviewing some things in their lives right now. One of them being their financial situation, their relationship with money, but also relationship with themselves, their family, and their romantic relationships, right? You have deaded some things. You're like, oh no, nope. I've been hearing too many times that my ex is stalking me. Let me just put that to bed right now. Let me block that person. Let me do whatever needs to happen. But you've been going in and you've been doing the self-work also, for yourself, because sometimes it takes a long time. Cancers are sweethearts. You guys are empathetic. You try to give your best. You don't hold back your emotions, and you're very charming, right? And so because you're such sweethearts, people try to take advantage of that, and your ex was no different. Okay, but you've gotten to a point, you've grown to a point where you've said no more. That's it. I want to be happy. I believe happiness is out there for me. And so let's put that thing to rest, to bed for good. Okay, look at this, Seven of Pentacles. This is your money. You've invested in yourself. These are the fruits of your labor. This is your wealth. Pentacles is your journey to money and wealth. Look at you. You planted the seeds. You're watering the seeds. You're watering the earth. And look at this. Fruits of your labor. Amazing. That's for you. Look at this Eight of Wands. You just took off like a rocket. You didn't give it a whole lot of thought like you used to, Cancer, because you're healed. You just said, you know what? That relationship serves no purpose for me. This is what I'm getting for you, Cancer. It serves no purpose. So let me just dead the situation so I can just, take off like a rocket. Guess what? Look at this Magician card. This Magician card represents the Gemini. Gemini is in the air signs. That represents your journey to intellect and power. You have an infinite amount of knowledge. When you reached in that toolbox for the things that you needed to stop this relationship, because you guys are sweethearts and you're empathetic and you want to give your best and you don't hold back your emotions and you're very charming, you thought about this thing. You thought about this relationship. You thought about it. You've arranged this thing so many different ways and so many different times, and you just got to a point. You said, you know what? Okay, I have some other things available to me that I can tap into. This is your toolbox. And you just said, no, I'm not going into the next season with this. I'm just not. Okay, time to move on. And look, fruits of your labels. You're stacking your coins. You're stacking your money. This is your Ten of Pentacles. Your journey to wealth. Look at this. Wealth. Wealth all around you. Wealth, wealth, wealth. This right here, taking action. Journey to taking action. Spirituality and taking action. You have tapped into your empathetic gift and you said no more. No, no, no. It's a new beginning for me. New beginning. It's a new beginning for me. This is what you said, Cancer. This is what you said. It's a new beginning for me. I'm not wasting no more time. I'm just not. And I'm telling you, Cancers, because like I said, just like Pisces, you guys are very empathetic. You walk into a room and you feel the energy of people in the room. Oh, you know what? The person that just came to mind. There's a person that came to mind just in case you guys want to make a reference to something. Okay. So the Cancer that came to mind, and I believe she's a Cancer, is the young lady Amanda Seales. She was on the show The View. Because of what Tamar Braxton said, and Tamar is a Pisces, you guys are in the water, the water elements, the cups, your journey to emotions and creativity. I want you guys to follow me with this, because there's a lot of similarities in all the signs and the elements. You know, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then for the earth signs, you have the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and so on and so forth, right? I knew when Amanda Seales joined that show that she wasn't going to be there for long, because she picks up on other people's energy. She's an empath, just like Tamar is. And so despite what people may see, like when they watch TV, they may see 4 young ladies appearing to all get along and laugh and share things like that. It is very hard for Pisces and Cancer to not show their emotions. Okay? And that's a plus and a minus. A person who is able to control their emotions will know their worth and say, I'm out. And that's exactly what Tamar Braxton and Amanda Seales both did. They left the show. I think from what I understood or from what I heard, that Tamar was let go, but nevertheless she wasn't happy because of the energy that she was picking up on. And I heard that there was some conflict there. But also with Amanda Seales, you know, they're both very creative people, and they're both water signs. So I wasn't surprised. But Cancer, you put that situation to bed real quick. You're like, I know my worth. I know I'm a creative person. You know, I know that I know that I'm a sweetheart. I know that I'm empathetic. I know that I give my absolute best. I don't hold back my emotions. I know I'm a very charming person. And because you cut that off, what I'm getting for you, Cancer, is that you have everything that you wanted, that you've ever wanted in your life. Again, this represents wholeness. It represents connections. It represents full circle. Your life has come full circle. There are going to be a lot of connections in your life, you know, because you decided. It's something about staying in a place too long, especially if you're an empath. And this actually could be any astrological sign, depending on like the placements of the planets in your chart. Something about being an empath, staying in a place too long, it can cause you to vibrate at a lower frequency when the world needs you to continue vibrating at a high frequency. So Cancer, you said, I'm out. Like, there's no way I'm allowing this person to allow me to float at a low frequency. You know, I believe that you use your tears to water the seeds. You have tons and tons and tons of connections, You're not even worried about what people are going to say about you behind your back, being an emotional person, because of all the connections that you have, Cancer. These two cards came out. Wow. Okay, look at this. I'm telling you guys, I can't even make this stuff up. Look, you went in during this quarantine time, you went in, Cancer, and you started thinking about some things, right? All these connections that you have a lot of connections, right? You have a lot of connections to a lot of people who understand you and who just get it, right? You had to go in for a minute and really think about some next steps in your life and like where you were going. Guess how you're going to come out of this? You're going to be amazed. Some other astrological signs got the same thing. You're just going to be flat out amazed, like you can't even believe your life. Like, I went through all of that just to get here. Yes, Cancer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look, this conflict, this is not even going to be you. There are going to be some people in your life that's just like going to be like moving furniture, flipping over tables and chairs, because they cannot believe that nobody bought into the gossip and the rumors that were being told about you. But this would have been you had you remained in a space where people tried to flip the script, people tried to gaslight you and play these little games and try to make you feel like you were just doing too much, when in actuality it was that gift, the universe allowing things to happen so that you could get to that level of inner freedom. Remember I said Uranus is in Taurus right now, and that represents inner freedom. So people are thinking about self-love, they're thinking about romantic love, they're thinking about family love, all these wonderful things. And there are a lot of people that are healing right now from things. A lot of people are going through transformation, but not everybody's moving at the same pace. You, Cancer, decided, I'm not going to just deal with anything that doesn't serve a higher purpose, and it's going to make a lot of people around you mad. But guess what? You've been there, done that. That's why you have the battle scars to prove it. This is you on a throne. You've already been there. You've already been there. You have the inner strength, Cancer. You've already moved through those mountains. You have the inner strength, and you have the universe behind you. Look at this. 7 of Wands. Wands represents spirituality and taking action. You're not even really stressed because you've dealt with these challenges before. You know, being who you are, being empathetic. You've dealt with these challenges before. But now you know you have the right tools to fight this thing off. See, remember I was talking about tools before? You have infinite wisdom and knowledge. When you've reached in your toolbox, you had the right tools to fight off the right people at the right time. That's what I have for you, Cancer. You made the right decision, and it's going to pay off for you handsomely. That's what I have for you, Cancer. So let's pull an oracle card. I have 2 sets of oracle cards here, but I'm excited for you, Cancer. I mean, really, you made some decisions. No longer are you going home just, crying a river of tears and then going back into a toxic environment. Nope. Whether it's a toxic relationship of any kind, like I said, it could be a romantic relationship, family relationship, self-love, work relationship. You're like, oh no, I know I have better waiting for me. What does this say? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. I'm going to put this right here for a second so you guys can see it. Yeah, this is powerful for you. This is very, very, very powerful for you. Full moon in Pisces. Okay. Let's unpack this for just a second. Okay, let's just unpack this for just a second. So Pisces, again, is also a water sign, right? So what I need for you to do, because this is balanced spirituality and practicality, you're already an empath, Cancer, okay? So this is saying, meditate. Like, meditate every day and see what comes to you, because the answers that you want will come to you. You have the connections. You have the gift. You are genuinely a sweetheart. You don't hold back your emotions. You're very charming. And so where other people may see those things as being a weakness or working against you, those things actually are your superpowers, right? So when you get into a posture of meditating, like I believe that you have been, Cancers, I believe that the answers are going to come to you. So follow your intuition, Cancers. Just follow your intuition. Because the answers are there. Let me get one more oracle card and see what we have here. Let's see what else we have. Freedom. Freedom. Brother to the hawk. Freedom. I'm telling you, this inner freedom, because of Uranus being in Taurus right now, is real serious. And when you go with the flow and you're thinking about inner freedom, it doesn't mean, like, for some people, it doesn't necessarily mean wanting to get out of a current relationship. Because I believe that some people's relationships with their spouse or their mate or partner is actually strengthening. But we're talking about Cancer right now. Your inner freedom is to be exactly who you were called to be. Exactly who you were called to be. This reads, possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to worldly possessions possess knowledge, attaching to ideas, experience, and a name. Does a man with a feather possess the imbued spirit of a bird, or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desire to obtain knowledge? In truth, they are both possessed by the whole, the spirit in the rainbow containing all of life. The me dissolves into relationship, to exist in, to be related. The true self is in one's infinity. Look at this, infinite wisdom and knowledge. You have everything you need in your toolbox, Cancer. You ask, why was I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedom comes with search for truth, the true self. To find true fulfillment and beauty, understand your attachments, own them and accept them, be proud of your accomplishments, then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. Freedom. That's you. That's you. Because you put to death some past relationships, romantic, family, and self-love relationships. You put to bed some past things. Look at the fruits of your labor. You have so many connections, Cancer, and you have so many tools in your toolbox, and the connections are part of your tools in your toolbox. That the only conflict that you're going to experience from this point is other people on the outside, stumbling over themselves, upset because you decided to walk away from chaos and confusion. You can't even believe your life. You went in, this time that you went in for a short amount of time, you may have shed some tears. And the reason I say that is because, look, this watering the earth. You may have shed some tears for a period of time, but when you came out, look at you. You can't even believe your life. You really cannot believe your life. But look, you have the battle scars to prove it. So I don't know why you don't believe it, Cancer. You have the battle scars to prove it. You've been through it. You're stronger. You're wiser now. Stronger and wiser. Those challenges that come your way, look, you got the toolbox right here with everything you need to fight off any challenges at this point. And that's what I have for you, Cancer. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But then again, I'm not surprised. You took action swiftly and it paid off. You took action swiftly and it paid off, Cancers. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're a cross watcher, again, welcome and thank you. If you like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Share them with people that you know would benefit from these videos. I read you guys' comments. I appreciate all the feedback that you give me. I really appreciate it all. But again, thank you so much, Cancers, for joining me on today. This has been your reading for this week. Have a great day. Bye.